Hello everyone and welcome to a new pigment tutorial. Today we're going to be painting a freehand misty mountains view, so let's go ahead and get started. So as you can see, I've got my color palette set to a couple shades of blue, and I'm going to be starting off with the lightest shade and just outlining the silhouette of mountains that are going to be furthest away using the watercolor brush because it's got some lovely texture to it. I'm going to start by layering the mountain silhouettes, and then using the airbrush tool, I'm going to start introducing some mist layers in between. It might look a bit strange at first, but we are going to be reworking everything once we've got our basic layout in place. You can press and hold to pick a background color, and I'm just going to be using more of a negative painting effect here and just rework the mist layer that is closer to us, add some rounder shapes and definition to it. Now I'm going back to the layers of mountains and just rework the edges and give them a little bit more definition. Now I'm going to work a little bit more on the highest peak of the mountains and start by introducing some snow, since this is where the majority of snow tends to be. Now I'm going to start working on the second layer of mountains and just pick the lighter shade of the first layer of mountains that we created, and I'm just going to start adding some reflections on the high points of the mountains. As you can see, just adding some strokes and just define the shape of the rocks. Here I'm just using the slider bar to pick a lighter shade of blue and start by adding another layer of rocks behind that second layer. It helps if you sometimes use the blender or the blur tool to soften some harsh edges and just play around with the shape of the mist. Now moving on to the layer of mountains that are closer to us in the view, I'm going to start by adding a bit more texture and just start adding more details and silhouettes of trees. I'm only going to be doing this to this layer since it's the closest to us in the view and we should be able to see a little bit more. Using the airbrush tool, I'm going to start by introducing some clouds on the sky, and I'm also going to add some yellow tones and just keep them more concentrated on the top of the mountain and then separated outwards. And that's pretty much it for today. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. Of course, I can work on it for many more hours, but I'm actually happy with how it's looking so far. Let us know what you think in the comments below. This is Mariam for Pigment. Thank you for watching.